The United States has imposed an ironclad blockade that grows stronger by the day, gripping vital routes from the Gulf of Oman to the open seas with the full force of its navy. There is no room for negotiation, no tolerance for violations. Every vessel that passes is monitored, every movement analyzed, and every threat met with lethal speed. Amid rising tensions in the region, the Strait of Hormuz has once again become the world's focal point, a narrow passage that serves not only as the lifeline of global energy, but also as a stage for silent confrontation between major powers. Behind the scenes, intelligence operations run relentlessly, hunting for even the smallest opening that could dramatically shift the balance of power. A crucial piece of information shattered the routine of the U.S. military high command. An intelligence source long embedded deep within the IRGC finally delivered the most valuable report he had ever had. It was short, concise, yet explosive. A cargo ship was moving through the Strait of Hormuz, carrying a large shipment of Chinese-made missiles intended to strengthen Iran's proxy network in the region. This was no ordinary smuggling. It was a transfer of military power that could alter the landscape of regional conflict in a matter of weeks, if not days, are. The report was immediately forwarded as flash traffic to the command center. Within minutes, analysts verified the data, the ship's coordinates, shipping route, cargo type, and even onboard security details. Everything matched a pattern of covert operations long suspected, but never directly proven. The value of the cargo was estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars, consisting of medium-range ballistic missiles, high-precision guidance systems, solid fuel engines, and sealed warheads. This was a real strategic threat, not just intelligent speculation. The decision was made without hesitation. The orders from the highest levels were immediate. Stop the ship, seize its cargo, and send an unmistakable message. There was no option for failure. There was no room for compromise. In a tense geopolitical context, this operation was not just about seizing weapons, but about asserting dominance and control over one of the world's most vital sea lanes. In an instant, the American war machine was in motion, coordinated, precise, and deadly. In the midst of these strategic waters, the carrier strike group USS Abraham Lincoln was the center of all activity. The Nimitz-class aircraft carrier served not only as a combat platform, but also as the brains of the upcoming operation. On the flight deck, the ship's crew moved quickly to prepare aircraft and helicopters for possible air support. Inside the hangar, technicians ensured every system was ready to deploy at any time. Meanwhile, in a sealed briefing room, a group of elite Marines gathered in silence, absorbing every detail of their upcoming mission. They were a special reconnaissance unit, a force trained for the most dangerous situations at sea. There was no wasted movement, no wasted words. Each individual focused on their assigned task, checking their equipment with extreme precision. Their M4A1 main weapon with a silencer, their spare pistol, their stun grenades, and even their breaching equipment for forcing open a steel door. Protective vests were adjusted, encrypted radios were tested, and night vision goggles were confirmed to be in perfect working order. Inside the room, tension was palpable, but not fear, but absolute readiness for a mission that could determine the course of a larger conflict. Without panic, the Marines moved swiftly toward the prepared RHIB boats. The engine started with a low rumble before roaring, shattering the stillness of the night. One by one, the boats were released into the dark sea, then shot forward at high speed, slicing through the inky water. Spray from the waves hit the operators' faces, but none of them flinched. Their eyes were locked forward, focused on a single point, the target dozens of miles ahead. Throughout the journey, there was no unnecessary conversation, only brief communications via encrypted radio ensuring tight formation and maximum speed. When the distance was about 300 meters, the lead boat took up position and immediately fired warning shots from its large caliber machine gun. A flash of light cut through the darkness, followed by a booming sound that echoed across the sea. A loud warning was broadcast over the loudspeaker, ordering the boat to stop and prepare for inspection. That moment was a critical moment, a few seconds that would determine whether the operation would proceed quickly or escalate into an open confrontation. Slowly, the boat began to lose speed, not completely, but enough to give the assault team an opening.